Welcome to Heroes of Might and Magic Olden Era, and this is the demo version. If you'd like to check out the game, there is a link in the description, and I'd highly recommend adding it to your Steam wishlist if you want to be notified of any developments and so on and so forth. But yes, you should also check to see whether the demo is available. I'm not entirely sure when it will be. So just bear in mind that this is a bit of a preview build that I have access to here, but maybe the demo will be available when you see this, so you never know. So just, click on it, go and see it, see if there's something available here, because this is very, very fun. I've played a little bit of it already, and you can see here, for this demo version, you will have access to the following: the tutorial, the single player with 3 different modes, and 3 templates for some of the modes. And now there is no in-game time limit, so you can play to your heart's content. You'll also be able to play 4 very different factions out of the 6 planned for early access. We currently have access to humans, undead and vampires, underground creatures and dark elves, and altered elves and eldritch abominations. So we have Temple, Necropolis, Dungeon, and Schism, respectively. And of course, they're still working on it. This is, of course, still in development. So we are going to do quick start, and we're going to be playing classic. Yes, the classic game mode. Thank you. And there are, three different maps, 3 different map templates, and we're going to play fair and square. And we are going to play as Schism. Why not? Let's play as Schism. I have no idea about any of these factions. I have played as Undead, mostly, but I felt like, hey, let's try and play as something a little bit different this time around, because these look amazing. The designs of these are absolutely incredible, by the way. Now, every single one, obviously, as you might expect, has a different trait, and they have different skills, and they provide different things to their armies, and various other things. So it's actually kind of insane. So what do we want to do? Well, I actually have no idea. I think we'll probably go for, what about morale increase? I think a morale increase might be pretty cool. So we could play as this guy. He's got, I actually like a bit of a caster character. Yeah, because, okay, here's the thing. Obviously, as you might expect, because this is Might and Magic, you have Might heroes and you have Magic heroes. And each one, specializes in different things. They are obviously better at different stuff in the game, and so on. They also start with different units, as you can see right here. You know what? I'm gonna play as this one. There we go. We're gonna play as Sister Kairi, and she is blessed by Edidor, a messenger of the gods who brings Nera's shadow underwater. And she starts with these units. I have no idea if they're any good. As I say, I've not played as this character ever before, but she is a spellcaster character. Should be pretty fun. Should be pretty good, actually, with her spell. 80 pure damage is actually an insane amount of damage early on in the game. At least, I think so. Let's start. So this is our first look at the map, and as you can see, there's our little character there, there's our town, and indeed there are the little denizens of the world waiting for us to murder or do other things to them. So, what do we have here? Well, obviously, if you don't know anything about Heroes of Might and Magic, well, I'm gonna maybe explain a little bit. I'm not really a veteran of the game series at all, and I am a bit more on the, shall we say, beginner side of things, so yeah, I'm not really very knowledgeable. However, one thing you have to know is that wood is very important, at least from the construction side of things. So what we can do is we can go into our little city menu here, and we can recruit creatures from here. So we can recruit Rashot and cultists and various other things. So that's exactly what we're going to do. We're just going to get those guys, and we can then put them into our army here. And that's exactly what we'll do. Now, we also have the opportunity to construct new buildings. And generally, what I would like to do is construct abyssal remnants as much as possible. However, there is something I think more important that we need to get our hands on, and that is a marketplace. So we're going to be constructing the marketplace first turn. It's probably not the best idea. I don't think it's really necessary to be so hard up to try to get the marketplace immediately, but I've had experiences in the past where the marketplace is actually going to be saving us quite a great deal. Now we start with two cities, So we're going to be taking care of them, and we're also obviously going to be, you know, trying to recruit as much as possible from them as well. And in this one, I am actually going to be building an Abyssal Remnant and getting that upgraded. Now we only have 5 wood remaining, which is obviously a bit of a problem situation on our hands here. Now, of course, as you might expect, because this is obviously Heroes of Might and Magic, you do have the ability to equip your heroes with various pieces of gear. And they will be able to find these pieces of gear throughout gameplay and through various events. And yeah, we're going to see how that goes. So let's immediately go over here, pick up this. What we want to do actually is go to our other town, and we want to recruit a hero. So we're going to recruit another hero. What do we want? Do we want to recruit an extreme knowledge hero? That might actually be the way to go. Let's get Funarella. Let's get Funarella. That sounds pretty fun. Ah, yeah, okay, so let's get her equipped with a bunch of people. And we can also upgrade the creatures if we want to do that. I don't think we will. All right. Now, I actually really like the UI in the game as well, because as you can see on the right side of the screen here, it tells you that you have completed your construction actions for this day. And I really appreciate that, because it is actually kind of overwhelming at some point when you have more people. You know, you're probably gonna when you have more places to look at and more things to interact with, you're probably going to be having a bit of a hard time kind of ascertaining what's going on. So it's really nice that they do give you that at a glance, and you can see exactly everything you need to know about pretty much everything in the game. Like, for example, look up at the top of the screen here. You can see exactly how many movement points I have remaining. You can see whose turn it is, basically, if you're playing multiplayer, of course. And indeed, you can see your heroes' movement points. You can see, as I said, your actions. You can see everything down at the bottom, all your resources, basically everything at a glance, like I said. And so we're going to go into this easy battle right here. Now, we can destroy them, or we can let them run. As you can see, the game automatically goes through what could be considered an auto-resolve. So what it will do is it will simulate how it's going to be for your forces to fight against these enemies. Now, of course, these enemies are easy difficulty, right? So technically, this is a stomp. So we don't necessarily need to go through the manual battle. However, we did end up losing quite a few troops. So it might make sense for us to go into this battle manually and doing this ourselves. Now, there are going to be a couple of extra mechanics that we need to take into account when we look at the battle screen. And that is most notably... Ooh, taking a little bit of damage there. That is most notably our focus points. So we have focus points down here, and you can see here that we do have a spell called Shackles, which allows us to cast... let me actually see where it is. There it is. And it cannot counterattack. So that's obviously extremely useful. We can cast that at any point. As you can see, we could cast that right now if we wanted to, but we won't do that. We also have Heroic Strike, which is our focus ability. It requires 1 focus point, and it does pretty decent damage. Yeah, pretty decent damage every single time it hits. Now we can actually go for this if we want to, and you know what? I'm actually going to be casting... Can I cast this spell right now? Yes, I can. That is actually really nice, because now our little unit here can go across, and we are not going to take any damage from a counterattack, which is actually insanely cool. So I really appreciate that. Let's actually see. Can't reach that. Is this a ranged character? I don't actually know. Yeah, they are ranged characters. Okay, that's going to be kind of problematic, I guess. This is also a ranged character. Maybe we can do something. Nope. Yeah, these archers are going to destroy this particular unit, I think. I mean, we might get lucky and might get some focus points, and then we can use the focus points a little bit more, and we can actually do Heroic Strike. That might be kind of fun. This guy is just going to die from the... Yeah, just going to die from the counterattack. Yeah, so they are actually going to do damage to our skeletons, which is exactly what they did in the auto-resolve. So now we have one of these, so I can now actually do some damage. Boom. There you go. Very nice indeed. Very nice. And now let's actually see what we can do here. So I should probably move over this way. And some of our forces actually do have activatable abilities as well, so there is that to consider. The question is, do we really care about our skeletons being eliminated? That's the thing. Not really, because skeletons are very basic units. You know, you don't really need to worry about them at all. You can pretty much just use them however you so desire, and they're probably going to be pretty easy to kind of deal with. And yeah, we're getting some really nice damage out here. Yeah, let's just eliminate these, I guess. Probably a good idea. And we can't reach them, unfortunately, even though we are a ranged character. That's sad. We can actually do Heroic Strike. Oh, I should have done Heroic Strike before we actually did anything there. Well, never mind. We can actually do a little bit here. And then we can do this. Ooh, yeah, not quite, not quite. That's okay. Nice. Okay, so did we do better or worse? I think we did slightly better at preserving our skeletons, but we did end up losing more of these guys. Yeah, I guess that's alright. I guess that's not too bad. And now we can recruit cultists from this place right here. So that's really, really nice. We got additional cultists, and we've also claimed this building for ourselves, which is great. Now we can go here. We can choose one reward. What do we need? Well, I think we need gems the most, so we will select that. Let's go to the treasure chest, get some experience. Our hero has not yet leveled up, which is a little unfortunate, and we do have some more wood available here as well. There have been times where I've played a game and I have not gotten any wood at all, and so in those cases I was a very, very sad person. Yes. Yeah, but it's okay, because we can now go. Ooh, yeah, I think we probably want to go over there, not to that impossible battle, thank you very much, but we do want to go over in this direction. Let's go and get the treasure chest. There we go. Get some experience. Get the windmill. Get the gold. We can probably go into the easy battle if we want to. Let's go here. More gold. Loads of gold, actually. Loads of gold. Valuable artifact. Oh, no. Let's not do that. Yes. So, obviously, there are going to be these extreme battles that you can do when you are more powerful that will enable you to get extremely cool artifacts, like for example from this black tower here. I think I don't have any more movement. Nope, I do not have any more movement, but there is a sawmill right here, which I am infinitely pleased that we found one of these. Really, absolutely fantastic. So let's go on to the next day, and all of our friends are going to be playing their turns. And we're obviously going to loot this, and we're going to be going... Ooh, it's a normal battle. Do I want to do a normal battle? I'm a little bit worried. You know what? Actually, I'm not that worried. I'm going to be a bit brave here. Alright? Let's be a bit brave, and let's go for it. Okay, so we did actually achieve victory with the auto-resolve. But I'm actually going to battle. I'm actually going to battle just because I want to. And I want to try out her spell, because this is our other character here. This is our main character, basically, that we chose beforehand. And let's start. Okay, so is this guy ranged? I actually don't even know. No, he's melee. Yeah, you can right click on people, by the way. I didn't actually know this. What is this? Oh no, you have he has a long ranged attack, but it does 50% less damage, and he also has a toxic spear. Okay, so basically he leaves poison or some kind of bleed effect. Alright, so that's absolutely fine. Right, so that means that I don't have to worry so much about this guy, and I can probably use my spell against him almost immediately. Where's my spell? Ah, there it is. Okay, 170... Are they serious with this? 172 pure damage? That's actually insane. Look at that. 172 pure damage, and he's already taken massive amounts. Okay. We also have Icy Breath right here. That's actually pretty cool. Alright, so I am going to go in here. Do I want to take damage with these guys? I kind of wish I had the other spell now. Can I use this again? I think I can actually use this again. Which is kind of insane, now that I think about it. That is actually really, really strong. Let's do it. Why not, right? Why not? I mean, I might as well. This guy's going to be doing no damage to us in counterattack, or at least I hope so. Oh, actually still a lot. But we are losing pretty much no units this time around in comparison to before when we did the auto-resolve. This guy has high morale, so he has the ability to attack again. That is very bad. But we're good now. And I can literally use Heroic Strike right here. Boom. There you go. Yeah, that was much better, right? Don't you think? I think that was much better than the auto-resolve. I think so. I think that was a little bit better, at least. Okay, so let's just loot this, and get the sawmill. We're going to capture that, and then we can go to the learning stone. There we go. We got level 2. Yes. Okay, here we go. What do we have? We're going to go for Advanced Abyssal Communion, in my opinion, because what this does is, after each battle victory, the hero increases the communion level by 1, up to a max of 3. At the start of each day, the communion level is halved. Each level increases the number of friendly schism units by 5% until the end of the battle. Now, I'm not entirely sure what this means, but we already have the basic version, and so I'm kind of thinking, well, we should probably do that, so let's do it. Now we can choose something, a sub thing that kind of gives us more benefits here. The maximum level increases, grants +5 maximum movement points per level of communion. That actually could be kind of useful. But I think what we'll do is we'll probably take increased damage, less damage. Let's do that. And let's go over here. Alchemical dust. What do we have? Okay, so that's a difficult battle now, so probably not going to want to... Oh, that's an easy battle right there. Yeah. Normal battle. Iridescent Abbey. Might be cool. There's another easy battle. I think we'll probably go back and fight the easy battle, because then we can maybe enter the point of balance. Highly unlikely I'm going to be able to do that, but maybe I will be able to. Oh yeah, we also need to do the constructions. So let's go ahead and do the constructions straight away. Okay, so we can now exchange resources. So you can see here, if I want to, pay with gold, for example, then what I can do is I can do something like this. And as you see, I'm going to get 4 wood for 4,000 gold. Obviously, gold is pretty easy to come by if you have a decent amount of construction already done. And obviously, if you want to trade other things, like for example, let's say that I wanted to trade gems, I'd have to trade 8 gems for 4 wood, which is actually incredible. The the exchange rate is pretty bad. Let's just say that. Yeah, you could get... Yeah, it is pretty bad. So, yeah, not great. But, you know, that's kind of what you have to pay if you don't have any of those things, right? Okay, so we can now recruit binders and votaries if we want this, or we can get bigger things here. Mage Guild. I don't really want Mage Guild, or maybe I do. Allows the owner to recruit any creature from an external dwelling once per week. Yes, we need to get the Mage Guild if we want to have the Grand Shoth, which is probably going to be insanely powerful. So I'm thinking we'll probably do that, or we could go for more of these. House of Chains, Concubi. House of Chains, Mistresses and Bewitchers. That might be pretty fun. That might be pretty fun. Alright, yeah, let's do something like that then, I guess. So we are going to get binders and votaries. I have no idea what that means, but I guess it's going to be fun to find out. And, yeah, let's just see, make sure I'm doing everything right here. Okay, so we're going to get Abyssal Remnant 2 here, I think. Yeah. Bear in mind, this is only the second day, so we don't really need to worry about it too much, right? We don't really need to be super careful. But, yeah, I don't know whether you've noticed, but the background, or our city, actually changes visually when you construct things. So if you haven't seen that already, then you should probably take a look at that next time we actually build something, because that's really cool in my opinion. Okay, so let's have a look. What do we have? Let's go to the windmill, collect some wood. Difficult battle there, easy battle here. Okay, I think we'll probably go for the easy battle. Probably sounds pretty decent. Yep, let's do that. Destroy them. Destroy those guys. There we go. Okay, so did we actually do pretty well here? Was that a pretty nice result? I'm gonna assume no. Let's battle. Let's battle. We might get a better result this way. If I suck, then, you know, that's just how it's going to have to be. Alright, so, let's see. Yeah, we got melee attack here. Okay, yes, so these are undead as well. Alright. I guess what we're... They can attack from all the way over there. They have such far range. That's insane. Okay, so unfortunately, I don't really have any spells that I can use here. Shackles is not going to help us because it's all about counterattacking. So that's not really going to be significantly powerful here. The only thing I could really hope for is that we can get Heroic Strike quite quickly, and then we can start to weaken our opponent. Yeah, we're losing that guy quite dramatically. Ah, there we go. We can now get into melee range. Yeah, unfortunately, when we get into melee, unfortunately, we always get attacked. Yeah, that's going to be a bit of a problem, isn't it? Yeah, well, I don't know. I mean, the thing is, I feel like the auto-resolve sometimes makes us lose a lot more troops. Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna actually use Shackles here. And we're going to use Heroic Strike. It's not going to do that much, but it's good enough. There we go. She can't actually counterattack right now, so this is my best possible opportunity in dealing damage. Nice, nice. There we go, there we go. Okay, that's some really, really good damage there. And I think we're probably going to be looking pretty good here. I think so. I mean, it seems pretty decent right now. Yeah, our forces are not going to be... Yeah, that's... Yeah, I probably shouldn't have done that, should I? No, probably not. But I guess it doesn't really matter too much. We can do Heroic Strike here. Just remove her ability to deal damage that much. And there we go. I think that is indeed... a victory. There we go. And did we lose more people? Did we actually lose more people than the auto-resolve? I think we lost more of these guys, but everyone else less. So is that worth it? I don't know. I'm not entirely sure, but we did level up. Oh, there we go. We got advanced necromancy. Okay, let's have a look. Necropolis creatures deal this much damage, restore 4 mana after a battle victory, and 2% to necromancy power. Yeah, the problem with this, I actually... Wait, no, I can actually choose something else. Okay, yeah, we're going to do basic summon avatar. This is crazy good. Or at least I feel like it's probably going to be really, really good. Restore our mana there, and then we can go into a normal battle if we want to. There's another normal battle over there. Or we could just explore the map a little bit more. I think that might make sense. Ah, there's a river. Okay, so that's obviously not going to help us that much. Alright, well, next turn it is then. Next turn it is. I haven't shown you the lore screen yet, by the way, and there's a reason for that. It's because I don't really have that many points in it. Now I do, so I will be showing you the lore screen. So this is basically an upgrade tree, pretty much, and you can obviously spec between your faction and your army, and you have a wide variety of things that you can choose here. So, for example, attack and defense of friendly creatures increases by 1 when they battle in their native terrain. The Rashoth growth in your cities increases by 4. Tier 1 friendly creatures attack and defense increases by 10% of their heroes' attack, defense, spell power, and knowledge. So there's some pretty cool things available here. You can also, as you see here, get a one-time bonus of wood and ore and stuff like that. You can get heroes gaining 10% additional experience, and you can also get tax collectors, which produces additional gold per day. For me personally, I'm probably going for the Rashoth growth. I personally really enjoy doing that, so that's what I'll do this time. And I would like to go over here. So that is what we will do. Ah, okay, so there is nothing up here, unfortunately. Ah, okay, yes. And if I try to go past there, I'm going to be attacked. I should probably go over there and actually interact with that. I didn't do that for some reason when I was over there, so we will do that now. Let's go into one of our little places and see what we can do here. So, we haven't built any of these things. We do need to... we need to get this. Yeah, we need to get that so we can build these. We could get these as well. Okay. Rashoth Riders. Tamers. Yeah, let's get the stables. We want the stables. And as you can see, there's the building being constructed. Very cool in my opinion. I love seeing that. And let's go over to the other one. Okay, do we have anything that we can do here? No, but as you can see, you can see your stats of the upgraded versions of characters, which is very, very fun. Okay, so let's build. I think we're probably going to need. Do we need another? We don't need another marketplace, right? I don't think we need another one. What is this? What is this? What is this icon here? What is that? I don't actually know what that is. Huh. Maybe it's requiring the mage guild. I mean, it says, building a mage guild in the city unlocks all spells of the corresponding tier. This city's dwellings produce plus 100% units, which is actually kind of crazy. Let's go for a different thing here. Let's go for the summoning rite in this one. There we go. I think we can actually recruit some new people right now, can we? Yeah, we could have. We could have, but we can actually upgrade our Rashoths if we had some people here to be able to do that. Yeah. Okay. So that's absolutely fine. Yeah, we'll build the Mage Guild next turn, I suppose. That sounds pretty good. Let's go to our other person here. Alright. So, we've got an easy battle here, technically, so I could go to Golden Gems area. I could increase my knowledge by 1 if we go to the Knowledge Garden. That sounds pretty good, because there's also a Learning Stone right next to it. And there's also an easy battle here. Let's do that. Unfortunately, I am in a pretty bad... Oh, actually, you know what? I'm going to accept that result. I think that's pretty... Oh, wait. Is that good? Yeah, you know what? Let's do it. We'll just accept that. I think that seems pretty nice, because then we're immediately going to be able to do this. Okay, so let's see here. Community level by 1. I'm not a big fan of this, actually. Not a terribly big fan of that. Can learn tier 4 Nightshade spells. Nightshade spells cost -3 mana and gain +1 level. That might actually be pretty cool. Do we have any Nightshade spells? I mean, we do have some Nightshade ability, so maybe it's cool? Yeah, maybe. Yeah, sure. Why not? Scholar Synergy. Might as well. Let's get some more knowledge here while we can. We've already visited this, so that's not particularly useful. There's a lethal battle there. Normal battle here. What is that? That is my city, of course. So, I could explore in this direction. Ooh, fully restores the visiting hero's mana. Yes, I need to go there immediately. Thank you. I will do that. There we go. Alright, so obviously as time goes on, we're going to be getting more and more lore experience, which is going to be extremely, extremely nice for us. And there we go. We've actually done our restoration. There's another easy battle here. This increases the hero's defense. Another easy battle there. Levels up a random skill. Oh, that's great. Let's do that. Expert Nightshade. Wow, okay. We could do that if we wanted to, or... Wait, did I already just level up? I think I actually already just took that. I just took that. Okay, I didn't actually mean to do that. My bad. Alright. That was not actually intended, but yeah, okay, fine. I guess that's okay. More experience. Here we go. Okay, we'll go for... Should I go for basic arcane magic? We could do basic arcane magic. That sounds pretty fun. What do we have here? Gives golden crystals. I want to get this, so let's destroy this guy. Okay, let's see what happens. We end up losing people. Not a terribly big fan of losing people every single time, so you know what? Let's actually go in here, because these guys are really good, I feel. The riders are really, really good, so I don't really want to lose them if I can help it. Let's see what we have here. Long reach. Really? Has a short range attack that hits over 1 hex. It doesn't provoke counterattacks and doesn't move the attacker next to their target. Ooh, okay, yeah. That's actually kind of dangerous. Let's have a look. Masterful Umbral Grip. That's all I have available right now. I'm not going to be able to use anything else. However, this is going to deal massive damage now. And I literally... Oh. I didn't expect it to kill it instantly, actually. But, yes. That's actually kind of crazy. That means that we could potentially go into some very hard battles, and we may in fact be able to win that easily just because of that. Okay, yeah, we could potentially go in here now then. Destroy them. Okay, actually, I don't even mind this. This result is actually okay, so I will accept that. Ooh, lethal battle. Nope. It's going to be insanely difficult. Let's not do that. Okay, so yeah, that's all I have available, unfortunately, so we can now move on with our other hero here. As you can see, point of balance is this place. It's going to be insanely difficult. Never going to do it. What about the Raiders camp? Won't be doing that either. There is a normal battle there. I would love to be able to do the normal battle, but unfortunately, it is so... it's going to be difficult. Let's just say that. It's going to be difficult. We don't have any cultists available there either. That's kind of sad. Normal battle. Yeah, well, let's do the construction first while we have the opportunity. There we go. We can get some of these riders now because they're being built. Nice, nice, nice. We don't have any of these available either. We don't have any of those. Okay, so we can now build a House of Chains, which I think we will probably do. Yeah, we will definitely do that because we need to do that for the bloated mansion. So let's get that. There we go. And then we can actually recruit the concubus. Whoa. Okay. There's 3 of those. These guys are going to be absolutely insane. They're going to do so much damage, or at least I hope so. I mean, right? Right? We can hope so. By the way, you can only recruit as many heroes as you have cities. So if you have 3 cities, you have 3 heroes. We have 2, so we have 2. And that's how that works. So let's see. Ooh, that's actually kind of cool, but lethal battle right there. All right. Normal battle. Yep, let's go for that normal battle. It's going to be a bit annoying for us to do that, though. Yeah, there is a treasure chest there as well. I would like to get that, if at all possible. Oh, spell power? Oh, yeah. Yeah, I would definitely love to get that. That would be very, very nice. Okay, let's go for the construction on the other place as well. We don't have any new people. Okay, so we want the Mages Guild, right? So let's get the Mages Guild. Is that actually going to do anything for us? I don't think that actually does anything for us right now. But it is going to enable us to get Mage Guild 2, and then we can potentially get Disturbing Summoning Rite, which would enable us to recruit Grand Shoths. And Grand Shoths are... These... What? These guys? Oh, they are crazy good. Okay, they look really, really fun. Yeah. They look great. So, yeah, very much looking forward to that. Okay, so we're basically done with everything, right? Yeah, we're done with everything. Now, we are not making that much cash anymore, so I think what we're going to need to do is we're going to need to start building up one of our other places with the actual thing that builds us money. Obviously, we can build a bank here if we want to do that. I don't really think I want to do that right now, but what I would like to do is get the mages... Actually, you know what? Let's not do that just yet, because I want to see the other one. Because we haven't built this, as you can see right here. And I think this is probably going to be extremely impactful for us. So that's what we'll do right now. It's because we've spent so much money on units. That's the thing that's actually caused us to have a bit of a problem here. All right, so I could go for Cultist Spire 2, but that doesn't really do that much, if you know what I mean, because we don't have any cultists to recruit right now anyway. So we're probably just going to leave that, and we're probably not going to be building anything. I mean, I could technically go for the marketplace if I wanted to get Mercury. Yeah, okay, fine. Let's construct that. It's only 500 gold, so why not, right? I guess that's okay. Okay, so now we can actually make our way down here to increase our spell power. This is a normal battle, which I'm not a terribly big fan of. Actually, let's just go to the chest first. See if we can maybe level up. Once per game provides random reward. Okay. Got some crystals here. Yeah, what? How do you, whoa, how do you destroy that guy? Lethal battle, that's crazy. Okay, yeah, no, we've done everything over here, basically. This is once per week. Bear in mind, the game goes through days and weeks. And as time goes on, you're going to be able to revisit certain structures. So that's obviously going to be pretty useful. Ah, here we go. We could go into this easy battle here, or we could move on. What's this? Ah, what is that? A magic scroll. Oh, hello. Very nice. Okay, let's actually go into... No, not the spell book. What does she have? Adds the thick hide spell to the wearer's spellbook. I don't know what that is, but I assume it's some kind of defensive spell, which is okay. We have a portal here, which is definitely going to be useful, but we don't have the ability to do that yet. Oh, increase the person's knowledge. Very nice. Abandoned mansion. That is lethal, as you can see right there. We have this. More defense. More gold. Another easy battle. Yeah, let's do that. Let's go into the easy battle. No, we're going to lose things that I don't want to lose, so we're actually going to go into the battle here, and we're going to try it out. Alright, so let's start the battle and see what that spell is. Web. Okay, so I have web as well. I'm not entirely sure how I have web. I don't know where I got this from. I think it was an arcane spell, maybe? Yeah, it says Nightshade, so... Not entirely sure, but thick hide. Target friendly creature takes minus 15% damage from melee attacks. This is obviously a tier 1. So it's not that powerful. However, this is extremely strong. So I am literally just going to use that. Instant kill. Absolutely insane. And I'm actually wondering whether I even want to... Do I even want to do anything? Do I even want to move my units ahead? Because this is extremely... I think this is... Actually, you know what? I'm just going to do this. I'm just going to literally do this. I want to try to save our units as much as possible here. Let's increase our attack. There we go. Increase our luck. Oh, we can't even do that. I don't even have enough movement points to get over there. That's very sad. All right. Next day. Next day. Let's go on to the next day. This is one of those games, you know. This is one of those games that basically just goes, oh, yeah, just one more turn. Just one more turn. That's not going to hurt, is it? Yeah, it's like that. Okay, let's have a look. What else can we go for here? Rashoth, growth in your cities increase. Their initiative increases by 1. I actually like that quite a great deal, so I will probably be doing that again. Yeah. Yeah, you know... Oh, actually... Ooh, I want Depths of Mind, actually. That is going to be insanely strong. Yeah. Okay, let's do this. And then we can get Depths of Mind even. And that's going to restore 10% mana every single day to all of our heroes, from what I can tell, right? Yeah, your Schism heroes. So that is... Oh, that is exceptionally good. I'm actually not entirely sure if she is a... no, she's a Necromancer, so she's not even a Schism hero, unfortunately. But that's okay, because she's not the one that's actually using spells that much, which is hilarious, because that means that we don't even need to worry about it too badly. We can go to Crystal Storage here. Can we? No, I think I have to kill that. That's going to be a bit of a problem. That's a difficult battle. We won't be able to do that. We can go and increase our knowledge, though. Mirea's Altar. That's an impossible battle there. We can go for Pile of Books. Normal battle. We could do the normal battle and get Cultist's Dwelling. There is another Cultist's Dwelling here, but you need to do a difficult battle to get into that. So I think we'll probably do this, but we'll have to do that next turn. We don't have the ability to do that yet right now. And then we can go here and increase our luck until the end of the week. Well, that doesn't really help us that much, does it? I guess we could do the normal battle, and then we could get Agashoth Riders. Let's do the normal battle. I am not gonna... should I? You know what? I'm not gonna accept the result. I'm gonna go straight on in here and actually just do some spell casting. So yeah, these guys are obviously gonna be instant kills. They are tier 1. They only have 10 HP each. Technically, this should be relatively easy for us to win, but the thing is, I don't really want to let these guys... Oh, wait a minute. They're ranged? Okay, they're super, super ranged. Okay, I did not realize that. If I'd known that, I should have looked at their card. Yeah, it says ranged attack. I'm dumb. Okay, yes. All right. Well, that's fine. It's okay. They're not doing that much damage to us as it is, so I don't think we really need to worry about it that badly, but I am definitely going to now be forced into a bit of a spell casting spam situation, which is okay, I suppose, considering we now have that new lore that gives us so much mana regeneration. I am really, really looking forward to that. Okay, so let's do some damage. Hopefully it doesn't counterattack that much. It does actually counterattack quite a bit. Yeah, this thing is actually more dangerous than anticipated. Yeah. We can use Heroic Strike now. There we go. Nice. Alright. Yeah, that's fine. That is much better, as you can see. Much, much better result. Obviously, we are using our spells a lot. And we have another magical spell here, too. I'm not entirely sure what we just gained, but I guess we'll take a look. Early start. Early start. Okay, so I'm assuming that gives initiative or something like that. And we are now going to be capturing these stables. Let's get these Agashoth riders and add them to our party. Very nice. And indeed, what else can we go to? That's the question. There's an easy battle now. We could potentially go and do that easy battle. I guess we will. The enemy is fleeing. Okay. Oh, we lost no one. We lost literally no one. Okay, yeah. Gonna accept that result. Absolutely fine. And what do we have here? Allows the hero to use the spellbook one more time per battle round. Spells cost plus 300% mana after each use. No, thank you. I'm probably not going to be doing that. What about plus 10% magic damage? Do we want that? Yes. I think we will. This is a lethal battle. Whoa. That is incredible. That is extremely dangerous. Okay, so there's a normal battle there. I think I will go for the normal battle. I unfortunately cannot reach it yet, which is really sad. I would have loved to have been able to do that, but yeah, no, not this time around. Okay, so let's have a look and see what we're doing here. So, we are doing the House of Chains. We're doing the House of Chains. So we don't have the Bloated Mansion right now because we don't have enough cash. Don't have enough cash here either. We could potentially build the bank if we wanted to. I don't think that's particularly necessary. I think we are probably just go... we could... no, okay, no. We're not going to do that. We're going to do this first. Wait, did I go to the same thing? Yes, I went to the same one again. Okay, so let's go through here. Let's get... Wait, am I in the same... Why am I looking in the same place? Am I looking in the same place? I'm looking in the same place every single time. Am I? I'm now getting mixed up. Storm's Eye, Banarak. No, this is exactly the same. Why is this exactly the same now? Huh. Well, we should probably do Lesser Summoning Rite anyway. Shouldn't we? That probably makes sense. Or we could just get the Mage Guild. I thought we had the Mages Guild with one of these places, so that's why I'm... Yeah, we do. Okay, yeah, so let's actually just construct this. There we go. Okay, we finally figured it out. Ugh. Okay. We can actually get this. This is only 250 gold, so might as well, right? Might as well. Basically not going to lose anything from that, really. Getting mixed up between my cities now, which is absolutely terrible. That is really, really bad. Okay, so, yeah, next week, let's do it. I think this is the new week, right? Because it's... Oh, no. Actually, we have 7 days, and then the new week starts. Okay. So that actually does give us an opportunity to recruit from these... recruit from this place right here, which is going to be exceptionally fun. All right. Big damage coming in from our opponents, but I'm actually not going to allow them to do that damage, or at least I hope not. And let's see. Are these ranged? Well, I mean, I'm checking, okay? I'm checking, because they may very well be some kind of ranged, but they're not. Okay, so this is going to be great, because I can do massive damage. Boom. Look at that. Oh, I love it. I absolutely love it. Okay, so I am literally going to hold position That is all I am going to do. I am just going to hold position with all of my people. That's it. Because this guy's got blink, so he has the ability to get to us very far. Yeah, as you can see right there. He can get to us extremely quickly. And that's the reason why I wanted to stay in position. Instant kill. And we're going to hold position once again. And we could technically now check out our new spell. Let's have a look. Early style, what does it do? Initiative of a target friendly creature increases by 3. So yeah, that's what it does. Which is actually kind of decent, but it costs 8 mana. Why would I want to use that instead of this? I don't know. But yeah, we can do some pretty hefty damage to this thing, as you can see. So I will probably do that. Yeah, why not? Ooh, pretty big damage coming in from it, actually. And now it has the ability to attack again, which is not great. Yeah. I guess it's okay, right? I guess it's fine. We can use Heroic Strike on it now, technically, and that will be, yeah, that's okay. I mean, we lost 2 people instead of actually a significant amount like that we lost before, so I feel like that was a lot better than we did previously. Increases XP gained by each visiting hero by 25% until the end of the week. That's pretty nice. But yeah, we're gonna go here, get these cultists. Thank you. And okay, yeah, lethal battle. That's all very well and good. What about down here? Ah, there's another normal battle. We could get, ooh, a random artifact. That sounds fun. Alright, let's go down there. Okay, and then we've got our other character here. Okay, so let's see. What do we have? Okay, difficult battle. Yeah, I'd like to get the stinging sword. Unfortunately, that's not going to work. Yeah, that's kind of unfortunate, isn't it? Okay, so there's a normal battle here. Actually, you know what? I am pretty happy with that result. I think that's actually a pretty good result. Okay, so Advanced Summon Avatar. This is what we want to see here. A unique battle spell. It summons an avatar that scales more strongly with heroes, spell power, and knowledge. This is going to be insanely powerful. And we are going to take Speed and Initiative. Speed and Initiative. That's going to be extremely strong for us. And we're going to get more cultists from this place right here. Very nice. And now we can technically, maybe... Yeah, we're going to go here. Can we attack this? Yes, we... Ooh, that was a defeat. Okay. I can see why. We might actually lose this. If I flee here, by the way, I think that's really bad. So I need to take the battle. Need to take the battle. This is going to be a bit problematic because I don't really have many really powerful spells. I do have Advanced Summon Avatar. It has 110 HP and deals 21 damage. That's it. Okay, I was kind of hoping it would be a bit stronger than that, I guess. But I don't know. Maybe it's okay. Oh, yeah. Okay, it is actually a lot better than I... Oh, no, never mind. It is actually a lot worse than I thought. Well, okay. I guess it's okay, because it's kind of keeping the opponent over there, which does make a bit of a difference, I guess. Which means that we're not going to have so much of a problem with our units just immediately falling over. And we can summon quite a few of these, I think. So it might be okay. Yeah, okay, we might be fine. And after this turn is over, we can summon another one. Yes, can we summon another one, actually, on top of this? Oh, no, can only have one allied avatar at a time. Okay, yeah, there you go. That just answers my question, doesn't it? Yes, okay, so let's use shackles on this guy, because no doubt we're going to be attacking this. The avatar is actually not even bad. It's pretty decent. It doesn't do that much damage, but it is just a singular unit. And it is going to absorb a lot of damage, potentially. This shackle spell is actually very useful, though, because it is actually preventing a lot of damage taken from various counterattacks, of course. Now the question is, we were going to have a defeat before, if you remember. This was a defeat, so if I can achieve victory here, this will be quite interesting. What does this do? Curses the target enemy. Cursed target takes 32 pure damage at the start of its turn. This effect is stackable? Are you serious? That's actually kind of insane. Yeah, but the question is it better than me just attacking? Because if I just attack, I'm going to be doing quite a lot of damage. Yeah, no, it's better for me to just attack, I think. Yeah, 94 damage, that's much better. And we can do damage here as well, I guess. The question is, do we want to do that? We want to go over here. Yes, there we go. That's better. We don't want our skeletons to just randomly run in and die. Because obviously the bigger the stack, the harder they're going to hit. So let's do this. Do a little bit of damage with our avatar here. Yeah, it's actually, you know what? It's actually not bad. I feel like the avatar is pretty decent. I'm not expecting an overwhelming, like, you know, super monster summon or anything like that. Even though, obviously, that is what I expected. But, what I'm saying is, it's not going to be exceptionally bad if we have something else on the field that can actually take damage. You know, it's really good. Now, we do have this. What is this? Once per battle, summons a stack of Rashoth on a friendly corpse's hex. The summon has 50% HP of the corpse's original stack and no more than 8 units. These creatures are permanent and remain after the battle. That's actually insane. Really? How do I... Is it friendly units? Ah, friendly corpse. Never mind. Alright. Well, yes, unfortunate for me that actually doesn't do anything. Because I don't have any friendly corpses. Yeah, we'll just finish this guy off, I guess. There we go. And... yeah, that's pretty much all I can do now. Ah, they're resurrecting themselves. Okay, that's actually really funny. High morale as well. Okay, I see. I see how it is. I see how it is. Thank you. Okay, let's just kill that again. Hilariously enough. Okay, then our avatar should be able to attack, and then I can use Heroic Strike again if we want to. And that should kill it, right? Yep, there we go. Alright, so that literally was a defeat that I turned into something where we took, quite a few casualties. But I suppose that's not too bad, right? You know, considering we do have these guys that we can now recruit, which is kind of cool. And we can also recruit these. Ooh, that's really nice, actually. I like that. Unfortunately, I don't have enough cash to actually get them. So that's unfortunate. Ooh, I would like to go over there. I'd like to go over there and get that. That would be nice, but we don't have enough movement points right now. So I will literally just go to the construction menu here. And, well, I don't have any money, unfortunately. So, yeah, we're going to have to leave that for the moment. Going to have to leave pretty much everything and just go on to the next turn. Yes, we do want to end the turn. We're not going to construct anything, which is very sad, actually. Very sad, but, you know, what can you do? Alright, so the growth is obviously really, really good. Astrologers proclaim a week of calm. Oh, okay, well, that's nice. Okay, so restore 10% mana again, if we want that. Or we could go for some more ore and more wood. We're currently making no ore whatsoever. So I think we'll probably get that. Enact that law straight away. And we have 3,500 gold, which is not very good. And that's probably not enough for me to do pretty much anything with. But I might be able to... I could get the bank, I guess. I guess I could get the bank. I'm not a big fan. It would be nice if I could get the other thing. This, but that's 5,000 gold. We could get the bank here, but that, again, doesn't really make much difference. But what we do need to do is we need to start getting these higher tier units. That's what we need to start getting, right? We need to start getting those, because that's going to make a huge difference to us in the long run. We could get Disturbing Summoning Rite, actually, now. But then we can't get the bank. and I am making 3,500 per day. I could make 4,500 per day, and then we could get the summoning right. Yeah, because the summoning right now doesn't actually make any difference, as far as I can tell. So let's actually just get the bank and shut our faces. And, whoa, look at this. We can get some really whoa, we can get some ferocious Rashoths if we want to do that. And now these guys are, I believe, ranged? Yeah. These guys are ranged. Yeah, that is actually really cool. And this guy is melee. So the ferocious one is melee, and the other ones are ranged. That's actually extremely cool. All right, yeah. So now that we've built the bank, I don't think the other city has anything for us really here. Yeah, no, as you can see, there isn't actually anything that I can afford, which is quite funny. Yeah, no, that's fine. That's actually fine. We need mercury. Ah, yes, we need mercury. So what I do need to do is I actually do need to get the resource depot. Because if we really want to get these crazy big abyssal overseers and executors, we're going to need that. It's going to cost 15,000 gold. Ah, yes, 15,000 gold. That's an easy amount, isn't it? Yeah, that's very easy to get. Let's go to the learning stone. Okay, 10% movement points. Expert summon avatar. Okay, yeah, let's do that. Friendly creature abilities summon plus 50% creatures, or friendly creatures deal 100% additional damage to summoned enemy creatures. Well, probably that one. Yeah, probably that one. That sounds pretty good. Alright, so we can go to the easy battle here if we want to. I think we will probably do that. I'm not sure why it's an easy battle. Why is it an easy battle? We ended up losing this. Wow, we lost actually a lot of people, surprisingly enough. Why did we lose so many people? Okay, you know what? Let's actually just do the battle. Let's just do the battle. It makes sense. Okay, yeah, so we now have expert summon avatar. Yes, let's do that. Expert summon. Okay, summon it there. There we go. And these guys are ranged, so they're basically going to be able to attack us from any position whatsoever. Unfortunately, my character is not able to get over to it fast enough. So, unfortunately, we will be in a bit of a spot of trouble. But we can only hope that the archer will think to shoot our avatar first. They're not, of course. Yes. Ha, it's great, isn't it? Ah, that's wonderful. Love that. Okay, so now we can do some damage. Yeah, this is actually doing insane damage now. The expert version is a huge amount better. Yeah, this is going to be problematic, I think. It has already counterattacked though, so technically can't really do that more than once per turn. Yeah, okay, so we're taking some damage with these guys. That's actually fine. I don't think we need to worry about that too much. Let's use this. And then we have our avatar moving again, which is really nice. Big damage. And he can take the counterattack. That's really, really nice, actually. Yeah, this is actually working dramatically better than I anticipated. And obviously, just think about how it was. You know, we literally were going to lose so many units. Actually, we might even lose these guys. The undead hounds we might lose in a second, which would not be too good. But yeah, our cultists actually do insane damage. Look at that. Crazy amounts of damage, actually. And there you go. There's the victory. We basically lost nothing in comparison to the auto-resolve. So sometimes the auto-resolve, yeah, generally is going to be pretty terrible. So that's really, really nice, actually. And then we got this place. This is a difficult battle, actually, now. Only a difficult one, so that's pretty nice. I say only a difficult one, but it's it does mean quite a lot, you know? Difficult battle there as well as an easy battle there. Permanently... Didn't we go there already? Didn't we go here already? I thought we already went there. Maybe we didn't. I don't actually know. Ah, we didn't go there with this hero. Oh, I see. Yes, yes. Okay, okay, okay. Easy battle. There is an easy battle there. But I would like to go to this place. But this is a difficult battle. Why is that difficult now all of a sudden? Okay. Well, that's a bit of a problem, isn't it? Oh well. Let's go here. Do I want to accept that? No. No. Let's do this the proper way, shall we? Okay, let's do this. We're going to go super crazy here. Is this a ranged character? That looks like a ranged character to me. Let's just take it out. This guy is it's just a normal one, isn't it? This is a normal one. We don't have to really worry about these fellows at all. Actually, I don't even need to worry about anything here because all I need to do now is just literally use this again. The spells in this game, if you get really lucky with your first initial like level ups and stuff like that, I guess, they really make a massive difference. Okay, so we can increase our morale here. We can get the windmill. Very nice. And we can... I'm actually not sure where to go here. You know, I kind of just want to wait a little bit. You know what? Oh, wait a minute. We can go over here. This is good. All right. You know what? I'm actually going to get completely carried away if I continue playing here right now. I'm going to end up playing for like 5 hours or something. So yeah, what we're going to do now is we're going to end this episode off here. You can check out the game through the link in the description if you want to do that. If you don't, and you want to see more of this from me, and you want to join me on the journey here, then by all means let me know. I thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.